Welcome back to Family Health Today. Living with a physical or mental disability can make life extremely difficult. For many, there are opportunities such as living independently or having a job that can be next to impossible to achieve. Well, Open Avenues changes that. Joining me now is Brenda Neal and Allison McElroy from Open Avenues. Welcome, ladies.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having us.
All right. Brenda, tell us, what is Open Avenues?
Open Avenues is a training facility for adults with disabilities here in Northwest Arkansas. We're located in Rogers, and we've been in existence since 1975, but we've operated under the name Adult Development Center until recently. We had our grand opening of our new campus, and we announced or unveiled our new name, Open Avenues.
Well, why did you change the name?
Well, there are many reasons. In 1975, it was an appropriate name. It was a good fit, but things have changed over the years, and it was no longer a good fit. We provide a lot of different services. Adult development is only one simple service that we provide, so we decided it wasn't a great fit for us, but we also were confused with lots of other agencies like the Adult Wellness Center, the Adult Learning Center. A couple of years back, we changed and started using ADC, using our initials. Well, that also stands for the Arkansas Department of Correction, so not a good fit either. So we decided that what better time to make the change and with the grand opening of our new facility. Seemed like a good time to do that.
Makes sense. Tell us some of the services that are provided, Brenda.
Some of the services are, well, when an individual comes into our program, we do a 10-day assessment to determine their strengths and needs, and then we develop a program that will address those needs. What can we do to help that person achieve the highest level of independence? So we develop a program for them, we put them to work in the workshop, and we analyze their strengths and needs in the work environment. And we develop an educational program for them so that we can help them to achieve success and to learn job skills. Another thing that we do is provide life skills training, and those are things like simple meal preparation, money skills, how to take a check to the bank and cash a check. Some folks are working on reconciling a bank statement even, but things like that are just the life skills that you need to be more independent. And then some of our folks are even at a more basic level learning daily living skills that you and I take for granted, like feeding and toileting and dressing themselves. So we offer an array of services to folks with disabilities here in Northwest Arkansas.
Very nice. How many clients do you serve, Allison?
Right now we have about 113. Since we've moved into the new building, client enrollment has increased quite a bit, and we're hoping it's because people have heard that we've got a new nice facility that's climate controlled, and so it seems like every day we're getting calls of people that want to attend.
Now, how are clients referred to you?
Most of the folks come to us from referrals from Arkansas Rehabilitation Services. Their counselors refer to people to our program. But we also get referrals from family members, people who hear about the service, maybe someone in their church who has a person with a disability, and they will make referrals to us. But most of them come from Arkansas Rehabilitation Services.
What about transportation? How do the clients get to and from where they need to go?
Well, we have a full fleet of buses, and we provide transportation to and from the agency each day. About 90% of our folks do depend on our buses to bring them to and from the center. But we do have some folks who drive and some mothers whose family members drop them off. But transportation is a tremendous barrier for people with disabilities in Northwest Arkansas. There's just not a transportation service like after 5 o'clock in the evening or on weekends. Many of them are isolated during those times in the week because there's no transportation available.
Absolutely. So once a client joins Open Avenues, are they with you for life, or is it just like a 6-month program? How does that work?
It depends on what program they're in, but most of the programs are time limited.
Okay.
And so they go through, for example, the 10-day assessment, then there's a 60-day work adjustment period, and then there is a 9-month period of extended services. So a person who comes through Arkansas Rehabilitation Services would have a year's worth of training provided to them from that service. But many of our folks are not able to work competitively after that time, and for some people they either choose to remain at the center and work among their peers, or in some cases they are not able to work in the competitive environment. And for those folks, they may stay on, but while they're there, they are at least working. They're employed. They're earning a paycheck.
And being productive
Exactly.
members of society. Excellent.
Exactly.
Tell us about the new building versus the old building, Allison.
Oh my goodness, there are so many things about the new building that are better. The old building was just inefficient in every way. First of all, it was an old building that had a roof that could not be repaired any other way. So we called them natural water features, but truly it was just a bunch of leaks when it rained, and it was not climate controlled. So imagine having a disability and then having to work somewhere that in the summer is unbearably hot, and in the winter we had heat, but it just wasn't warm enough. The new building is 3 times the space. So we now have adequate storage. We have climate control. It's comfortable. We have handicap accessible features that we did not have in the other building. The other building we made do with, and in the new one we've built it where we have 18 handicapped accessible restrooms, and just anything that helps our guys to have a productive life. We try to incorporate that in the new building.
I see.
And it's like a dream come true pulling into work every day.
What are industrial partners, Allison?
Those are our companies and businesses that we do work for. Our workshop where the clients work, we do subcontract work for local companies, and one company is from Illinois, but we do packaging, collating, labeling, light assembly, anything that can be taken away from their main production line and brought into our workshop, and the clients are paid based on how many pieces they get done.
So who benefits from your services?
Everyone.
Everyone.
First and foremost, the clients benefit from the program. We're opening avenues for them for an opportunity for learning and success. Their family members and friends are also benefiting because in many cases it allows a family member to go to work and hold down a job because their loved one or a family member is at open avenues during the day. So we're opening avenues for those families for support. And then we're opening avenues for our industrial partners because we're providing them a very a great workforce and an opportunity to support our program.
All right, fantastic. Tell us, how can people get involved and help volunteer if you need volunteers?
We do.
We always need volunteers. We have some fundraising events throughout the year, but we have one big fundraising event in May, and it's a golf tournament and a luau, so we can always use volunteers for that. We also have 2 sets of board members. We have an operating board and a foundation board, and if people would be interested in serving on our board, we always welcome that. And then time to time we need some volunteers on a day-to-day basis to work with our clients or to help our staff with tasks that we just need some extra hands on deck. So we can use volunteers that way too.
Tell us where you're located and how we can get in touch with y'all.
We're located at 2202 North 24th Street. That's just off Hudson Road in Rogers. And our phone number is 479-636-5082. They can visit our website at www.openavenues.org. And we'd love to hear from them, and we'd love to give folks a tour of our new facility.
All right. Well, this is indeed such a great resource in our community. We're very fortunate to have it. And thank you so much to both of you for all you do for us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. Family Health Today will be back in a moment.